Welcome back, everyone, to our quick overview study guide of the book of Mark. We're in chapter 15. Here we have the council took him over to Pilate, and Pilate said, "Hey, are you the king of the Jews?" And Jesus said, "It is as you say." Now, this right here is what got Jesus killed. Claiming to be the king of the Jews. This is what sealed his fate, and I'm pretty sure he knew what it was. There was a conversation I had with someone online, but Jesus just kind of took it. When he was here, he didn't say much because, in my opinion, what he's doing is he's allowing them to do everything. He's not giving them information that's beyond necessary to get done what needs to get done. He's allowing them to do everything. That way, everything will fall on them. They will be 110% guilty of this death. It needed to happen this way and in this manner. Not to solely persecute them. That's a part of it. But it's more like a fulfillment. They will destroy him. And Jesus knows this. So Jesus allows them to do it. And he doesn't try to convince them, or doesn't try to not convince them. He just allows them, all their emotions, all their rage, all their anger, to come up and destroy him. And he's going to allow it. And he's not going to do anything to stop it. And he's not going to do anything beyond what he just said here to egg them on. He'll let them do all the work for him. And they sure did, didn't they? And then, of course, they have the crowds. We have our crowds now, too. They shouted to crucify him. You see all this public backlash in the news about things. People have an opinion, too. And prosecutors and such and judges hear about this. So they'll take away your rights, for example, unless a bunch of people scream and yell about it. Then they won't do it. And it's the same thing here. They'll kill someone. They'd kill Jesus all over again right now. Believe me. And the people that did it would be Christians. It was his people that killed him back then, and it would be the same people under the new covenant that would kill him again today. I can guarantee you that. Because if Jesus did come back these days, I don't think he'd be too happy. It'd be like when he took the cord and started whipping everyone out of the temple. But to be honest with you, I don't think he would do that. I think he would just say, you know what? Have fun. I'm not even going to get involved. But he would not agree if someone said, this is what we should be doing. Now here, we moved on to mocking, and this is the saddest part that is connected with this, obviously. But here we have to watch them, be mocked. I mean, just really unnecessary things by the Romans. They're putting a reed on his head. Very sad. It's very hard to read this part and watch what they do to someone that hasn't done anything to anyone, really. And again, this would be the exact same thing if it happened today. It may be a little different. They'd probably, I don't know, say he was molesting children or doing something. He said they would take exactly what he's doing, his righteousness, and use it against him. So Jesus said, be really good to children, or they probably accuse him of crimes against children. Do you see what I'm saying? And they'd really lay it on thick because they despise him. Just like they despise him during this time. And again, here we have the King of the Jews. This is what the author, if this is a play, like a lot of people attribute this to a Greek play, this is it right here. King of the Jews. They put that over his head. That's what this is all about. This guy claimed to be the king, and now he's on a cross as a warning. They gave him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it here. That's one of the wine where he said, I will drink it new in you. Here we have a plea. Why did you forsake me? And then we have the temple being torn from top to bottom. Now, this is the inner one. You wouldn't be able to see this, but it's the sanctuary. And it's kind of insinuating that you have access to God. It's open now. And there's a lot of really neat stuff that's even recorded in history about what happened in that temple right after Jesus died until it was destroyed. Very fascinating stuff. I should make a video on it when I research it properly. Real quick, we have another sponge. This was sour wine, so I don't know if sour wine would be new wine, but the kingdom coming at this time, it doesn't really say when it's coming because it's invisible. Luke 17:21. So it could have. It's a possibility. It just depends on what's being defined here. And these newer versions, they say so many things. You never really know what the truth is until you look at the Greek. So something I'm still working on. Not really important, but going back to the Greek romanticism that is in this this book, they're trying to portray almost like a scene in an act. And we have this continuation of the Jews rejected him, but the Gentiles accepted him. And here we have a centurion saying, truly, this man was the Son of God. A Gentile was able to see it, but the Jews couldn't. It doesn't really say all those people that were saying, crucify him, right? Not them, a centurion. Doesn't say anything about them. We don't even know where they are at this point. Probably have to go get ready for the Sabbath. So this confession right here by the centurion is what sets it up. Truly, this man was the Son of God. Maybe this person quit his position and followed and became a disciple right after this. How could you not? Right? Think about that. And then we have the entrance of Joseph Arimathea. Now, he was a member of this council. He could have been there the whole time. I don't really know. I don't think it really says exactly where he was. But he was part of the council that just put Jesus to death, handed him over to Pilate so he could be killed. If they could do it themselves, they would have done it themselves. But he himself was waiting for the kingdom of God. You see that part right there? Who himself was waiting for the kingdom of God. Now, if the kingdom wasn't coming for another 2,000 years like a lot of people think, why would a guy 2,000 years ago be expecting it? Think about that. And then we have Mary Magdalene, and Mary, the mother of Joseph, were looking on to see where he was laid. That's another important part.